In part 3 of our Creating Surveys series, I'm going to help you get started making your first survey in under 5 minutes. If there's not enough information in here, send us an email via the contact form and we'll help you out. Or we can send you a draft survey that you can tweak to suit your school's need. Or if I go too fast, perhaps you might like to pause this video as you go. Now, you can quote me on this. I think that very soon you will say that making surveys in SchoolData is, wait for it, fun. And it's mainly because of this review button right here. So let's click Add Item. And as I said, I'm going to fly through this. Let's create a survey called Teaching Preferences 2022. We'll make it active. We will give the title the same name as the template name. There's no reason not to. Now, let's set an open date for this. Be mindful that these are in American formatting. So this is the 8th month, August the 1st, and we'll make this 2021 at midnight, and we'll close it August 10, 2021. Now, we want a class picker list, and we'll show you how to add that shortly. We also want teachers to see their first name, surname, and email when they hit the survey, and we'll save that, and our survey has been created. If we click review, you'll notice that a second tab opens and you'll actually be able to see your survey created in real time, especially if you've got a second screen and you can drag this second tab over to your second screen. It'll actually be generated before your eyes. Let's go back to our survey admin screen and let's add a group to our survey. There are none in here tied to this survey, but if you cleared the filters, you would see groups tied to other surveys. Let's press Add Item and we will come up with a heading for this group and we'll call it Long Service Leave, which is saved here, thankfully. Google Font Awesome if you want to see what icons you can actually add to your survey. You just need the Font Awesome code from the Font Awesome website. This is our first group, so we'll call it Group 1. Now, teacher or non-teacher. If you click T or type T, only teachers will see this group. If you type N, everyone, including non-teachers, will see it. I want to know who in the school wants to take long service, so I'm going to type N. So teachers and non-teachers will see this. If I press save, there is our survey group. If I click questions and I add item, so I'm going to add a question here, and my question is simply, would you like to apply for long service leave next year? If you have an abbreviation, in your survey report, you'll see the abbreviation. If you leave it blank, you'll see the whole question. Now, the order of this question is 1. And what type of response would we like? I think input's right. We just want a single kind of yes or no here. We could add another question, a subsequent question that says, what dates would you like to apply for this leave, for example? Or you could have a tick a true or false checkbox, but you'd probably want to add something to your question that says tick for yes or something like that. I'm going to leave it as an input box and I'm going to click save. Now I'm going to go back to my survey groups and I want to add another group. So I'm going to press Add Item. My heading for this one is a bit crude. What do you want to teach? This is group number 2 and only teachers will see this. So I'll press save here. I'll go to questions. Under questions, I will add an item and my question, I'm going to use I'm going to type, please select your classes. I won't have an abbreviation. I will call this question number 1 in this group. And now my field type here is going to be a class picker. Okay, I'm going to press save there. Now, if we go over to our survey that's been generated on the screen, you can see our long service leave question here with a field for an answer. And you can see what do you want to teach, the next section, and a class picker. If a user clicks biology units 1 and 2, that will get thrown over as their first preference into their bucket, if you like. Users can then save or submit their survey and the responses will be stored. More on where those responses go in our next video. That's all we've got time for. Hopefully there's enough in here to help you get started creating your first survey. We'll give you a bit more information about where this survey data goes in our next video.